We are determining if an expression is a factor of a function using synthetic division in this problem. Our problem is x plus 1 a factor of f of x equals x cubed minus 1. Our first question is going to be, what is c? And so I think it's helpful to turn this into a division problem since we're using synthetic division. And again, our function is going to represent our dividend here. So this is going to be x cubed minus 1. And then we're dividing by x plus 1 here. Okay, so if it's saying, is this a factor? What that means is that it's dividing into this function evenly. So, quick example just with numbers. If I say 2 into 6, okay, then I'm going to get a whole number 3 out. That means that my factors, 2 times 3, can multiply together to give you 6, but it also means that 2 is a factor and 3 is a factor. So it divides evenly with no remainder. What does it mean to have no remainder? That means the remainder is 0. So what we're actually doing here is doing this division and seeing if the remainder is 0. Very, very similar to the previous question of, is a number a 0 of a function? This is similar, except for here it's saying, is this factor? Is this a factor of this? Okay. All right. So let's talk about c first. C in this problem, again, this is what we're dividing by, is x plus 1. This needs to be compared to x minus c. So in order to get the c here, this is really x minus negative 1 because of x plus 1. Or essentially, you're just changing the sign. Okay, so if it's with an x there, change the sign to figure out c. So our c here is negative 1. That's going to be what goes in the box for synthetic division. Now, the other problem is, check our function. Our function should have all the terms in descending order. We clearly don't have that. We have an x cubed, but we are missing our x squared. So we must put in a 0x squared as a placeholder. And we're missing our x, and we must put in 0x as a placeholder here. And then we can bring down the minus 1. So you got to have all the terms in descending order, put 0 on anything that's missing. Okay, and then we're going to be really careful when we write this over here because there's a lot of 1s and 0s in this problem. Our first coefficient is 1. So this would be 1, then 0, then 0, then negative 1. Skip a line, draw a line. Now we do synthetic division. First step of synthetic division is bringing down the 1 and multiply. Negative 1 times 1 is negative 1, and we're going to add. Okay, so 0 plus negative 1 is negative 1. Now we're multiplying by the number in the box, in this case negative 1. Careful with our signs here. Negative 1 times negative 1 is positive 1. And then we're going to add. 0 plus 1 is 1. Multiply again. Negative 1 times 1 is negative 1. Careful because it looks like things could cancel, but be careful. It actually doesn't. This is negative 2 as my remainder. So my r of x here is negative 2. And as a quick aside, our quotient would have been x squared minus x plus 1. Okay, so just a quick aside of that. What am I actually looking for here, though, if I'm asking, is this a factor? I'm saying, does this divide evenly and give me no remainder or remainder of 0? So is r of x equals 0? That's your question. And in this case, r of x is equal negative 2. So unfortunately, this is not a factor of the problem.